morning, good evening, good afternoon, Fabulites. This is Angela, and I have got questions for you. What opens with Miss T.Y. getting picked up by Mr. Midday? And what closes with T.Y. putting Mr. Midday down? If you guessed Skinny Girl in Transit, Season 2, Episode 9, Promotion, you're correct. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and sticking around to see how we get from opening to closing. Okay, so we're getting So we got T.Y. We see T.Y. on the street. It's dark. She checking her watch. A car stops. It reverses. Rolls the window down. It's Midday. You need a ride? T.Y. I'm looking for a taxi. Midday is like, come on, hop in. T.Y. is like, you sure? And then in the car, she's like, I'm saving up to buy a new car, but, and I got splashed waiting for a taxi the other day, and earlier, and Midday is like, you can get a loan from the office, and T.Y. is like, really? And Midday is like, yeah, check with human resources for details. So I heard about the whole Hadisa debacle, and T.Y. is like, I thought you weren't on social media. And Midday is like, I'm not, but Nadine told me. And T.Y. is like, Nadine. And Midday is like, Nadine, And Midday is like, I can tell you don't like her. And T.Y. is like, she doesn't make it easy. And Midday is like, she's a nice person. You should get to know her. And T.Y. is like, well, you'd feel that way because you love her. And Midday is like, I was in love with her. Was. And T.Y. is like, she wants you back, buddy. And then Midday is like, that ship has sailed. And, hey, I was actually going to get some sweets. And T.Y. is like, from where? Let's go. And Midday is like, I thought you said you were on a diet, T.Y. And T.Y. is like, the diet can wait. And then the next thing we see is them at the retreat thing, I'm assuming. And a woman is like, now, the announcement you have all been waiting for. The new head of programming. All the newscasters and reporters and on-air folks will report to this person who will liaise with Midday on their behalf. This person was chosen above everyone else because they've shown growth, they understand the audience, and they understand the goals of the station, the identification of the station. Miss, and then Hadisa stands up, and then they say, T.Y., and then Hadisa sits. And then the crowd goes wild. Woo, yay, woo. And then Hadisa is like, I'm supposed to report to T.Y. Rubbish. And then we're in Midday's office, and he's like, congratulations, Miss Head of Programming. So, how are you shocked that you got picked? And T.Y. is like, are you sure y'all want to have me do this job? And Midday is like, here's the secret, buddy. You've been doing the job already. They have been relying on your suggestions and your arguments for their work. And he should know because he's been meeting with the people one-on-one. And then he's like, here's a gift. And he hands her a bottle of champagne, wine, alcohol, and a box of cake. It could be sparkling water, and I don't know. It could be a box of, I don't know. But anyway, I think it's a box. And then he, welcome to the real world. Everybody's not going to like you. Hadisa, the Hadisas of the world and all. And the higher you go, the more naysayers and underminers and questioners you'll get. But stay encouraged because you got the job, because I know you can do it. And then T.Y. is like, I appreciate you believing in my vision. And who'd have thought we would be here when we met in the gym? Well, thanks for the cake, and the champagne, and the good healthy raise, and then you can throw a company car in there now. And then Midday, he laughing, showing his dimples, and then T.Y. We see T.Y. She's strutting into her house. And she's like, I got good news. And Shaliwire and Mommy are at the table. And Mommy is like, what is this good news? Did Femi come back? And T.Y. is like, no, he is not. I'm not back with Femi. And it's not anything about a man. I am still single. And Mommy is like, did you win the lottery? And T.Y. is like, I got a promotion. I am the new head of programming. And then Mommy is like, did they give you a car? You should have asked for a house. All of the single men will be running away from you, T.Y. And then T.Y. is like, I don't want a man who is afraid of my success. And then mommy, you know, gives a prayer. Well, let's pray for your job. And and Shally is like, champagne, where the champagne? How we going to celebrate? And Ty is like, they bought me a cake at the office, and but I left it. And then, you know, Shally is like, this is some fake celebration. And then we hear, you couldn't even buy champagne. That's what Shally is saying. Then the door rings and Ty gets up to get it, and it's Day. And Ty is like, what are you doing here? And Day is like, you left this at the office, and I was driving in this direction, so I stopped. And Ty is like, thank you, please come in. And then mommy is like, you know, when he comes in, she's like, you know, we heard about the promotion, and I hope my daughter is not stubborn in the office. And Day is like, she is very stubborn. And Shally is like, we are tired of her stubbornness too. And then mommy is like, Day, I will give you my number. If she does anything bad, just give me a call. Call me. I will discipline her. And then Wosila comes in. Wosilat. The help comes in with glasses. And Ty is like, why did you bring 5 glasses? Because it's only 4 of them. Wosila got a glass for her because she wanted to be a part of the celebration, meet the guy and everything. And then mommy fusses at Wosila out, and she leaves with her empty glass. And then Shally toasts to the new head of programming. And Day is like, you know, everything is going on. And then Day is kind of like talking to just Ty. And he like, you know, I see where you get your personality from. Your mom and my mom would get along. And it's morning time, and we see Shally going to her first day of work. So Shally got a job, and mommy has a minister there, the same guy from before who was praying and blessing the place. And they want to pray for Shally. And Shally wants to get off to her first day at work. And Ty is kind of watching, kind of amused by the whole thing. And Wasila is, you know, she's really into it. She praying, she's singing, she dancing, and she gets scolded by Shally and mommy. They forever scolding Wasila. I don't understand. And then Ty ends up taking Shally to work, and she still has not gotten her car back. And then we see the on-air sign, and then we hear, hi guys, Ty says. And then today we are talking about office romance. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? She's saying to her audience. Have you ever had a crush on someone at work? Better yet, has someone at work ever had a crush on you? Did you go through with it? Was it worth the issues that arose from dating someone at the workplace? And if it didn't work out, who had to leave? Who had to leave? If it didn't work out, who had to leave the company? Would you give up your work for a chance at love? Love conquers all, but what about your future ambitions and everything? And then we see DeeDee coming in, you know, once T-Walk is finished, you know, she's like, back to the music after they have a little conversation. And DeeDee is like, girl, you will never guess what happened. My boyfriend calls me. He says he want to take me out to a fancy restaurant. And I'm like, sure. And I'll meet you there. And he's like, no, I'm going to come pick you up. And that's when it got awkward. And I was like, oh my gosh. And T.Y. is like, you know, he loves you. He loves you, girl. He loves you. And then she's like, dang, because her phone is going off. And she look at it and she's like, Day is calling again. Since I got the promotion, he's just blowing up my phone. Work, 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 work. And DeeDee is like, girl, if I didn't know better, I'd say that you guys are crushing on each other. But I've seen Nadine, and I can tell you that if you crush on Day, she will crush you to pieces. And then that's the end of that scene. Then we see T.Y. coming into Day's office, and he's looking all weird and anxious. And T.Y. is like, good evening. Are you okay? And Day is like, good evening. Do I not look okay? And T.Y. is like, you seem like I caught you at a bad time. I'll come back. And Day is like, no, sit. And T.Y. is like, okay, I got your email. And Day is like, T.Y. And T.Y. is like, and I sent an email too. And Day is like, would you go out on a date with me? And T.Y. is like, what? And then she says to us, did he just say that? What I think he said? And Day is like, I can't believe I'm this nervous. But the truth is, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you since the gym when we first met, when I bumped into you, when you bumped into me. And T.Y. is like, you mean when you bumped into me? And Day is like, see, that's what I'm saying. I never met anyone like you. You're smart, you're interesting, you're intelligent, and you're darn stubborn. And trust me, I've been thinking, and I know this will make things complicated and awkward between us. And I was listening to your show the other day, and I think it was a sign. You only live once, right? Tiwa, please say something. And then Tiwa is like, a few months ago, this would have been really great because you are really interesting and funny, and you're just a great guy, and you have a smile. When you smile, you don't smile much, but when you do, it just lights up a room. But I'm coming out of a relationship, and you're coming out of a relationship, and your lady is still around lurking. And not to mention that you are my boss. And if things don't work out, I'll be out of a job. And Day is like, yes, I understand. He like goes back to his computer and stuff. And he says, I understand completely. Forget I said anything. And Tiwa is like, I'm sorry. And Day is like, don't be. I'm the one that put us in this awkward and embarrassing situation. And then Tiwa says to us, I wish the ground would swallow me up now. I don't know how this happened. I thought we were just being friends, and now... And then, Tiwa leaves, and Day might make a face or something like that. But that's the end of the episode. Yay! I've been enjoying them getting to the get-togethering. So y'all know they're going to get together, right? That was like obvious for when they first met. So anyway, that's what I got. I'm Angela. The channel again is Be Fabulous You. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We're working on 200 subscribers. You could be a charter subscriber if you aren't already. Consider it if you like what I do over here. I like you. It don't cost anything. Like my girl Properly Bonafide says, you're coming into my house, you're getting entertained, you're getting some information, you're getting a service. It don't cost you nothing to like and subscribe and a little bit of time to comment. But that's all I got. You're number one stunner. You're the best you ever. So be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you.